Alright, problem here, I have no idea what the episode length is. I've done the... I went back and did the bricks for episode 37, and then I just went ahead and did the ones here, and there were a ton of them, and it probably took a lot of time. But I've done this, and this is the land bridge I kind of alluded to that I wanted to make. Oh, tree. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just go back this way. Very simple. All I did, I first came in with just the planks and thought, hey, you know, what about these fence posts, right? And of course, with it being a plank, it didn't connect, so I had the planks there, and I thought, you know, if I put water down, what would we like to see? And I was thinking I would want cobbled, you know, like this is a solid structure type of a design. So I did that, went ahead and added a second plank here to basically, or a slab, I should say, to make a complete plank. And then I put the fence post there. And my thoughts then became, well, hey, go ahead and heighten it, and it would look really cool with torches, right? Possibly wouldn't have to do them this often, but it should draw the eye in, I suppose. And you know what? Let's do that, too. Just to sort of round it out. Now, the question... Yeah, that should actually be over. Question becomes, is do we want connecting fences? And it might look neat, it might look bad. Okay, fine. Down here. Huh. I don't know, man. Let's see. I mean, it's definitely safer. This tree's gonna have to go, whether it wants to or not. It's just in my way. It might benefit from that. Let's go ahead, crank out a few more. What do I need? And, yep, 6, that should do it. Slide these in. Wonderful. 18 more. Take my sticks back. And, it's a little awkward that the... I wish they would connect at 90-degree angles, is what would be really cool. Is that weird? Kind of. Oh man. What'd that look like if we slabbed it? You know, from here it almost looks like they connect. Obviously they don't, but like from here you would freaking have no idea that they don't. So that is an item of interest, I must say. And this tree could go. We can replant it if we want to. But as mainly that was bothering me. Oh yeah, that opens it up nicely. Now the issue is, do we want to come up smooth? This is very tight compared to, you know, 3 wide. Let's see. Still got a few slabs that'll work out beautifully. This is our center line. Let's just play off of it. Let's see. Where to do this? What do we get into? And it's getting dark. Should probably sleep. We'll walk on the wild. You know, really, I shouldn't walk on the wild side. I don't want this blown up. That's inevitably what would happen. So, that looks decent, I gotta say. Again, we're not trying to set the world on fire here with the bridge. Oh, that's a stump. I kept wondering. I thought it was a lighting glitch. What would that look like if we extended the cobel? Sort of add, kind of like a, hey, this is solid built, good craftsmanship, sort of a design. Not terrible. Lighten it out a smidge, maybe. I've been wanting that field for so long. You wouldn't believe it. This has a good feel to it, I think. I realize that's sort of weird. At the same time, if I were to extend the slabs out, I think it would be, believe it or not, possibly more weird. Or it wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, they serve no purpose to us. But I don't know, man. It's so weird how fence posts don't connect like you would like them to. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's not terrible with the slabs there. But did we just seriously? This is why Minecraft. Let's get rid of that. Luckily, they came back as intended. And I don't know. Maybe that does look better. Let me know your thoughts on it. I'm subject to change. It's not a big deal to me. Let's go ahead and finish it out. See what we think of it. Okay. 24, plenty. Alright, so do that. And let's go ahead. That will make that look better for sure. Okay. That's slightly more believable in terms of connections, I think. It feels good. It honestly feels good going down it. I think I'm okay with it. I think I am okay with it. So, this is, I realize, it quite awkward of a transition there. But, I think we can work with it. So, this side is pretty close to completion. Question here now. I've dug this out because obviously I thought water would be really cool in it. That will take some serious effort to make happen. That's nothing I don't think we can't pull off. And of course, I'm planning on doing some sort of a waterfall. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I should probably try to do fence posts here on the drawbridge, but I knew there were slabs and it would be weird like this, so that's why I hadn't done them yet. But I think this part feels okay. And you know what? Let's go through here because I think it's a little quicker than backtracking the other way. Pick up a little dirt on the way, complete our stack. Beautiful work. And by doing this, I can simply turn here, come up, enter this cave. And as we cascade through here, I can lay out a path to get to the path, and then we can potentially work on sort of a similar bridge here. Or would we like to just cascade up? I don't really know. Maybe. Wait. Oh yeah, I didn't show you this earlier. I did none of this. This is honest to gosh how this thing came. All I did is place a torch. And I thought that was crazy, and then of course I found out that that thing went back right to the path I was trying to work on the whole time. That said, this is where we're at, and I would like to put maybe like some spruce slabs across this cavernous ditch that I think is like a covered over ravine or something, and that would look cool. But I think this is a keeper, man. I really do. Maybe to save some, there's one of my staircases. I told you I had some over here. But maybe to save some time, we hit this up next time, or in a future episode, maybe work on the waterfall when we return, because it would take a lot of time. So I think what I will do now is probably fence this off, because that'll look cool and kind of carry the theme through. And then just, sadly I can't ask you your opinions yet, but I could either mirror that bridge and then we could potentially have it like connect through the mountain if you wanted to switch paths, or I could just old school it on the ground. And I don't know. I'll get to work on this and we'll see what I've come up with, and if you hate it you can let me know in the comments section and we can always come back and tweak it a little bit, so stay tuned. And I'm back. And it's very late, not just in the game but IRL. Oh come on. How could I know at the mountain there? So, I don't know how long I've been working on this, but it's a lot. Well, there's the surprise. Or is it a dream? I don't know. Yeah, so this took a lot longer than you would think it did, but okay, so you should know what this is, right? This is our little natural cave that came out on the flip side. So you come in and you've got this nice little fenced off area, and you come down and ooh, a path. Lovely, you think. And it takes you this direction, and you follow the path gleefully, and then you've got your options of going this way through terrains we've explored, or that direction. The other thing is, if you're taking this path here, the water may eventually connect, I don't know, but I did this. This was all flat. I was actually pretty tall, like that tall. And I've just sort of pillaged it out, and we made a nice little water feature here, which gives credence to this elevated platform. And what it is, I'm down to one torch and no coal, shockingly. What this does, it takes you by this beautiful little natural cavern. We'll probably put a gate there, but right here, dun, 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 dun. I told you I might do this. I don't have any pistons or redstone stuff on me, but we'll probably conceal that just because I don't know. It might look neat if I trimmed it in cobble, just sort of like in an arch style. We'd have to wait and see. This is our natural little cavern. But here this is, you saw it. I went ahead and put fences on the suspension bridge, but I don't know. Okay, like I'm fine with this, right? It keeps you from going off. This I'm not fine with. You can walk off of it. This I'm fine with. But the problem is we're using slabs, and that's because they look significantly better, and we need the half height to make this look like it's a functional piece. And so for right now, those are just kind of there. And I'll take feedback on it, but this side here, the water feature, I've not even started on after how long it took to do that one. That will definitely be saved for another episode, but I'm thinking we'll have something cascade down here. It'll be pretty neat if it goes according to the image in my head. But, so you're coming from the village this way, right? And you know this. You know that that'll take you to our natural cut through. You know that that little opening will take you straight to that elevated bridge to the natural one. And then right here, this is new. I told you I was going to work on this thing, and I did. We kind of trimmed it out in spruce, put the planks there, cleaned this gully out to sort of make it look, with the tree and all the other crud in it, it didn't look like it was as deep and dangerous. So we've cleaned it up to make it look deep and dangerous as we want it to be. It's not a huge deal, but you know, it's a pretend world. So once again, that'll take us over there. And then just, did we really come through here? I don't know that we did. But this path here will take us this way. I don't know that I showcased this one to you, but that's what it does. And when we round the corner right here, this is the way we went, so I don't think I had showed you that one. But, oh, that pig scared the crud out of me. That's, man. I don't know if I will make a path go through this mess or not. That was initially the plan, kind of run it through near the roses. But I think what we did works pretty well. I'm pretty happy with, you know, the way this cascades, and then you sort of got just right up ahead of it. It's not perfectly, you know, 180 like you would, you know, see in a city. This is more like rustic and flows with the landscape type of a thing. And I don't think by having that recessed as far, like this is flush. And so on the other side, you know, we'd have our planks here. With this view here, that's sort of tucked in. I personally don't find it objectionable. Some people might. This is if you pop out all the way. I should probably take that down, actually, since I didn't utilize it. And the best way to do that is like this. So, grab ourselves a second torch. Well through there. And dirt should be fine. Stick this here, here, and here. And I guess that too. Alright. So yeah. And what, like I said, we'll put a gate or something. And then you sort of see some of the water, which is fine. I mean, that wasn't what this was designed for. That was just kind of to be a cool little decorative thing is you take that path and a precursor to what's on the other side. But then if you come cut through here naturally, you can take this, which we may trim this bad boy out too. Maybe another row of stairs or fence it. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But then you come through here, and you should know this will... did I build this bridge? Frick no. That did not. So we still need to connect here. Although if I was coming with llamas or anything, I mean, you can just hop across. But this will be a larger bridge expanse, if you will. But hey, it is super freaking hot in here still with no AC, even though it's 1:48 in the morning. I'm going to get this thing editing. I'm going to hit the shower, and I'll upload, I guess, 37 and the UHC episode for tomorrow. So we'll have all that to look forward to. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this, man. We went over there, we met the villager, which I don't know how long this episode will be. I'm thinking it's 38. It may turn out to be 39, depending on the time frame. I don't know, honestly. And for that, I apologize. But picture maybe the waterfall coming down from there. That way you've got a great view of it here. And from our suspension bridge. And then, of course, you sort of have like a stagnant pool. And then it starts to flow that way and under the bridge. And we could even have it roll that direction, because see what I mean? See what I mean? That terrain looks like a natural embankment, and so we could have the water chill through here, maybe, kind of between this, and then again it would kind of rise up to a natural embankment, and there is the chance we could connect this over to here, but I don't think we're going to. That's just a little... Let's focus on getting the llamas home and fixing our gear. And the shovel taking quite a beating here, just doing path stuff. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on all this. I think it's coming together quite nice. Sort of has a quaint, rustic yet functional feel that I guess is our style. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I'll try to do like a hidden doorway or possibly arches. We'll see which one we like better. But I think this would sort of be like a cool... Although it's a 2x2, dadgum, 2, 2, 2. And literally, this is, I never touched it. So, maybe that'd be a good area for mosaic tile. We could like set up a villager, sort of like a halfway point guy or something. They're trying to rip you off. You know, he knows there's a village up ahead, but you don't know that. And so, he's like, trust me, this is a fantastic deal. It's miles before the next village. And then he just hopes you don't come back and confront him or, you know, write a negative review on the internet type of a thing. But yeah, next episode, whether that be 39 or 40, I don't know, but we'll try to get the llamas through here. We'll go back to our homeboy over there, the cartographer, maybe pick up those two maps, Ocean Explorer and Woodland Mansion, just so we can have them ready to go. But that said, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Got a crud ton of stuff done. Even if I split it up, we got a crud ton of stuff done in both of them. But still need that bridge, maybe something connecting over there to make the llamas easier to transport. But yeah, I had a good time. I hope you did too. Again, let me know your thoughts on all these bridges and paths and everything. Again, nice change of pace. We went adventuring in 37. We've been underground for an eternity. And now we're getting some... Like I said, this may not seem like much to you, but this is something that will be functional. That whether I'm recording with you when I use it or not, it will get me from my base to the wall all the way to that village and eventually all the way over to the llamas in Extreme Hills. And I think it'll be pretty dadgum useful. So that said, thanks for watching. I'll catch you back here for more Wiisdom Plays Minecraft. Adios. Hey everybody, One of Wiisdom here. Gonna start the bonus bricks for episode 41 as it turned out. And that's good and bad. The good news is I've probably got another 3 or 4 episodes of content left. Some of that was tied in with what we did in this episode, make the land bridges and stuff. The rest of it came after the fact, when I probably should have done bonus bricks and just uploaded those episodes and then moved on, but I didn't because I wanted to play the game. And so we're at a point here I'm going to try to do 25 per episode for these next few. There's not that much real estate left. I mean, this is the end of the line here. And so the glorious floating tower, I'm going to have to make a turn off of it somehow, or perimeter this. I don't exactly know what we'll be doing. But I'm going to get started on that because I basically have to. We are over the 1,000 mark now. We clipped 1,000 bonus bricks the other day. I've been keeping them limited strictly to Wiisdom Plays Minecraft here as of late because I don't want to fall behind by like hundreds of bricks ever again. That's not a good feeling to have. And I've got some plans. When I first announced this, I mentioned maybe like letting people pick their brick type, at certain like intervals or something. There's a way that might be able to happen. If anyone's interested in that, let me know. I think the first episode where I talked about feedback on that is out today. I've not heard from anyone yet, so I'm not ignoring you. I just haven't heard back. And then what else? Manually enchanted this. I finally got Depth Strider. I told you I was going to after we had that surfing zombie intro. It was like the third time recently I've been stuck in water. But basically, we'd been underground doing Project Genesis and then the Wool Farm for so freaking long. Speak of the devil right there. That's, I was like, man, I gotta do something different. We gotta get outside and, do something. So it was to find llamas, and we found llamas. And then I was like, okay, I just gotta get the llamas back to this area, right? And as I was working towards doing that, we found a village. And then, of course, if we've got a village and we've got llamas, we need a path to get to and from the village and to and from the llamas. And so that's currently where we're at. And I will have you know that I've continued keeping it diverse for you. We did do a little bit more Project Genesis you'll be seeing in the next episode or 2 or 3, somewhere in that timeline. But I also went caving primarily because I needed a crud ton of iron for tracks, hoppers, mine carts, hoppers to go in the mine carts, all that jazz. And so that led to a caving session you'll get to see. And now we're at a point where I think I'll do the wall building off camera, just because I've got a lot of visions in my head, but they're going to be hard to articulate. If I were to describe them to you, you'd think I was crazy. And I would just rather do that off camera, that way you don't have to watch it. Then it just sort of remains a bonus feature at the end of the episodes for you. I will say that the wool farm does in fact come into play with one of my plans for the wall, so you'll have to stay tuned on that regard. But yeah, I've got some ideas for coming episodes. I do definitely want to get back over on the path. We're not done with the path by any means, but it's laid out and functional, essentially, aside from this early access point. But I want to come in and where we had the land bridge on the side of the mountain, I don't know if the cursor is making any sense, but I put plink, 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 fence post cobblestone type of a thing. I want to for sure make that a lake, and I want to have a waterfall coming down into it. I figure that'll take a while. I need to build the bridge to go from essentially this chunk of land over to the taiga where the village is. And then, lest we forget, we still have to get over to the llamas, which will probably require another bridge or cheap land crossing, if you will, to get them to the path to come this direction. So, just that right there, we've got content for the next several episodes. And I've still got some pretty cool things in mind, and I've not forgotten about our other projects. We've still got the Lost Woods over there, Sleepy Harbor. At some point in time, I'm going to go through this thing. In part, one, because I will spend a lot of time here, but two, I'm going to need a lot of cobblestone. I've been mainly doing Silk Touch Project Genesis stuff, so we'd make stone bricks for the lab rooms, which you haven't seen yet because I haven't made them in their entirety. But rest assured, I do have a plan. I do know what I'm doing. The bonus bricks in this episode, some of them came from my 6-year anniversary / 9,000 subscriber video special. So might stay tuned for those, especially if you were someone that commented in them. But I wanted to take the time to kind of lay out the plans. And so I will also take feedback in terms of, do you want to see me just stay underground and do Genesis, 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 Genesis until we've like reached some culminative stopping point? Or do you prefer, hey, Project Genesis, cool, and then it's like, okay, let's finish this portion up and let's go outside? Or, I mean, I don't know, I'm the type, there's beauty in getting things done, but with something along those lines and my vision, which you can't see because it's in my head, um, it's gonna take an eternity to do that thing, and I have no interest in spending that much time down there. But like in terms of the sheep farm, the wool farm, something like that that is super time consuming, that's like an apportionment that I would be willing to dedicate the time to, sort of a deal. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, say we were like, okay, we're down here building these houses, and we need a dedicated tree farm because we're going to get rid of the trees that are just randomly there now, right? That is something I would do over the course of an episode or two and be fine with, but I don't want to, like, spend 24 episodes in a row completing it type of a thing, you know? So give me your thoughts on that. I'm going to go to bed, wake up. This chest. Yes, 7 signs, not quite enough. So, I've got a lot of work to do here, and I'll catch you back for the bricks. So, let me know your thoughts on any of that you want to. As always, thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. Best thing you can do to help me out, beautiful night sky, is tell people about my channel. It's free. It's easy, and takes the least amount of effort and no money or financial contributions. So, that's shockingly weird, isn't it? Somebody that plays video games on the internet not asking for money. I know, right? But anyway, we're going to get started here, and I'll catch you back for the bonus bricks. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, I want a Wiisdom here, 9:53 p.m. Tuesday, May 23rd. And we are at the Wall of Wiisdom, the van down by the river, sheep, all kinds of craziness. Looks like the Cavaliers rebounded, took down the Celtics 112-99 just now. Kind of in the waning minutes of the game when it looked like it was a clear winner, went ahead and cranked out these bonus breaks for this episode. This episode 851 through 875. Maybe we can fit another 25 there. We'll have to wait and see. Da-da-dun. There we are. 851, A is for Annihilation, hashtag Pounder from the Tri-Tip upgrades. 852, A is for Annihilation, hashtag Heavy Hitter. 853, A is for Annihilation, Crazy Cutter from Chopscotch. 854, Natfire25, hashtag Goodbye Galaxy. If you didn't know, I started a playthrough of Commander Keen. It's very confusing because the game is episode 4, so if you try to say Commander Keen, Goodbye Galaxy episode 1, then you get like purist mad, and nonetheless, I have it. I do plan to get back to it. I've just been insanely busy, but it's a fantastic game if you've been around my channel for any length of time at all, particularly back in the beginning. You probably heard me speak often and fondly of Commander Keen, and the version I'm talking about is episode 4, Commander Keen and Goodbye Galaxy. Fantastic game. It's sort of around the era of Super Mario World for me, but it was a PC game. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. 855, Natfire25, hashtag Nethermind. I'm still so impressed with myself for that title. 856, that Minecraft slime, hashtag bonus PvP Terraria episode 45. Anyone wants to see more Terraria, let me know. I know that's something Speedy was pushing for. 857, Soaps, got the noob kit, Play Mind Logics episode 1. If you're curious about what happened to Play Mind Logics, it's currently serving as a UHC server, if you will. But it can be quickly converted back to what was built for Play Mind Logics E1. Was that a creeper? I heard grass. Paranoid being this close to the wall. 858, Natfire25, hashtag Flying Pigman, Wiisdom Plays episode 30. 859, Lord of Rain Bloodstorm, hashtag Cut 'em Up, all the way back at Chain Reactions intro. Right, yeah. 860, John Cunningham, hashtag Mystical TKC from his unboxing. 861, Carlos Liam Solis, hashtag Flying Pigman. 862, Natfire25, hashtag Cut 'em Up. 863, there's another text. Zekrom, hashtag Vine from Boom Bloom's intro. Anyone wondering about Tidepool and Blastertron? They are nowhere, and I cannot unbox what I cannot ascertain. So, 864, A is for Annihilation, hashtag Vine. 865, let's read this one. A is for Annihilation says, You have such a radio voice, very pleasant, and you speak so clearly. I want a second of Boom Bloom 2, but don't want to buy 2 adventure packs either. That's something I had mentioned in the Boom Bloom unboxing, or intro, probably the intro. So many times the adventure pack characters are fantastic, and you'd like a second one because they're one of your favorite characters, or both paths look to be amazing, or you've taken your first one down both paths and you know they're amazing. But the problem is, you don't just get to go in and spend the $10 or the $15. You have to shell out $30. And in the case of Imaginators, you're not really getting the same value I felt like you did in, say, SSA with your magic items and whatnot. The creation crystal would be cool or applicable, but one of those things, that's one of the things that irks me. I really wish they would release those characters guaranteed single packs just X months down the road, or X waves, if you will. I think that would be a nice PR move. 866 Natfire25, hashtag Vine, 867 Lord Rain Bloodstorm, hashtag Mystical Poll if you haven't voted. Mystical Taekwon Crow versus Standard Taekwon Crow. Need to do that. Much be appreciated. SkylandClub.com, go to the poll section. Anyone can vote. 868 Lodestar, 5778, 6 years, 9K, that's right. This February was my 6-year anniversary on YouTube, and around the same time, we clipped 9,000 subscribers. No multi-channel network, no partnership, no clickbait, no botting of views and subs like other people do, some through their multi-channel network. We're doing it the old-fashioned way. We're going against all odds, and I sincerely appreciate everyone for one, being persistent enough in the search engine anymore to actually find me, and then sticking around and giving the content a try, and ultimately subscribing and becoming bricks in the wall of Wiisdom, I suppose. Testament to your stalwart support, right? So where were we? That was our first one, yes. 869, Arita Williams, 6 years, 9K, channel update. 870, Weemel Sue Matthews. 871, Black Pants, making a rare appearance on the Wall of Wiisdom. 872, The Best Joshi. This is, I believe, his first ever bonus brick. It's borderline Scholar of Wiisdom-like, so we'll go ahead and read it. I've been here since Skylanders Giants. That's a long time, folks, like 2012-ish. Nice job on the 9K. I wish you had more attention, though. See these sad puppy dog eyes? I wish we had more attention, too. Again, if you want to help me out, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma, tell your school about the channel, man. It's free, it's easy, and it genuinely is the most help you could give me. Big thanks to the best Joshi there. 873 Bill Dozer. Let's go ahead and follow this one up too. I love your videos. You take a more informative approach rather than being all comedic or, of course, yelling all the time like some people do. I've been watching since Skylander Swap Force and have been a huge fan since then. Fantastic. Again, thank you for your support. Many Bulldozer bricks throughout the wall. 874 Natfire25, hashtag Mystical Poll, Mystical TKC intro. And 875 Natfire25, 6 years, 9K channel update. I think we can get the next 25 in here, so that means I don't have to start figuring out how to make the connections immediately. Fantastic. So, that said, this is the end of episode 41. I do hope you enjoyed it. In it, we did the talked about land of bridges, if you will. I think that area turned out pretty cool. I do want to go back. I want to make the water feature. I want to make the waterfall. We need to build the bridge to connect essentially this landmass with the taiga where the village is, and then we need to do something to get the llamas across the river to that area so they can be transported down that path. Ideally, that would be the most logical and practical means of going about things. We spent so long underground in Project Genesis, I felt bad, so we popped outside, we went on an adventure for llamas, we actually found the llamas. Dadgum, son, I'm trying to tell a story. And when we did that, it ultimately led to us going back to make a path, finding a village, making a really dedicated path from the village that also will connect with them. And then I thought, we've been spending a lot of time doing that, we should probably finish up the sheep farm. And then instead of doing that, these are episodes to come, by the way. I've gone through, we've got a caving episode coming up because I needed iron to actually begin to attempt dadgum phone to finish Project Genesis Sheep Farm. And then we need to do a lot of other things, and I've got it all planned out. I recorded a clip earlier. I'm not sure if I'll include it or not, that's why I'm kind of recapping it here. Nonetheless, I'm just a simple man working on a big wall, and I'm going to go to bed. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you got any ideas, any comments, any feedback, let me know. There you can see the outlines for the Lost Woods. Haven't forgotten about that, like I mentioned earlier, but I might go ahead and crank out another round of bonus bricks. Like I said, I've got quite a few episodes ready to go, so I'll get to work on that. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, I will catch you back for more Wiisdom Plays Minecraft. Adios.